Hello? Good morning. Good morning, Falling Angel. How are you? I hope you're having a good morning. I'm cleaning the kitchen. I'm doing wonderful today. I wish I had a maid. She never shows up. Every morning I wake up thinking the kitchen will be clean, but it's not. At least I have a dishwasher though, so I can't complain too much. I just thought I would go live. So I have someone to talk to while I'm doing this. Kind of boring. My husband made fried chicken last night, so you can imagine that mess. But that's our deal. He cooks, I clean. How was your day so far? Sorry it's so loud, I have metal cabinets. Oh, that's not good at all. It didn't damage any of your stuff, did it? Hi Patrick, how are you this morning? That's good. I'll move you guys. I'm using my new tripod, so trial and error, so bear with me. Oh, I bet so. It's funny, we live in a town, it's nicknamed the Electric City. Oh. And it seems like it was the first town in this part of Kansas to get electricity, but it seems like it has more power issues than any town in Kansas. Oh. My tripod wants to slide. Hold on. Technical difficulties. You may be sitting on peanut butter here in a minute. Way to go, Patrick. Congratulations. That's awesome, huh? Well, hold on here. The tripod doesn't want to behave. Just sit there and do your thing. No, I'm too tall. Okay. You'll be at 100 before you know it. I'm at 180 this morning. I am so shocked. Everybody's supporting each other. It's amazing. We have a nice little community going on here. I wish these chat messages would stay up longer than what they do. They're like there and flash and gone. Hi Diana, how are you? Good morning. You get a view of my kitchen this morning, Diana. The worst room of my house. How is she doing? Oh, thank you. I was trying to go with the like 1950s like soda fountain vibe. I don't know if I quite got it. I went through that with my mom. She had COPD and started going into dementia. Oh, about 4 or 5 years before she passed away. It's really difficult. So if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm right here. I've been through it recently because she just passed to me. Oh no. Well, those two things kind of go hand in hand. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. It's really tough. I'm not sure how they test someone for Parkinson's. I'm not sure if there's there's an MRI that they do, maybe. Dementia is usually just tests that they do, memory tests. I could tell with my mom just by how she was tracking. Just little things. She would repeat herself a lot. She would give me grocery lists, you know, that would repeat like the same things on them. Just little things. She wasn't quite my mom anymore. That's how I could tell. Dementia sometimes starts off real slow. Like they'll ask them questions like what's the date and the year and who's the president and oh, I can't remember them all. I worked in nursing, I should know this, and they'll get most of them, but they'll be like they'll repeat stories a lot and sometimes get some of the minor details wrong and stuff like that. Forget to pay bills. Yeah, sicknesses usually bring on some of that too. But sometimes it brings on short-term dementia too, and she'll go back. It does happen real fast. How old is she? Do you mind me asking? Yeah, my mom was 74 when she passed away. And see, with her, she had COPD, so the oxygen wasn't getting to her brain, so that's what caused hers. It's really hard, honey. I'm so sorry. But I'm here anytime for you if you need me. So is my mom. That's kind of how I knew that something was wrong. My mom started living in the past a lot. She would bring up a lot of the past that didn't really matter. But I don't know if that was because my dad was gone and she was losing her short-term memory a lot. And she couldn't keep up with, you know, what was going on in the here and now. So she just went to the past. Good morning, Juice. How are you? Well, that's good, I think. I'm doing fabulous. I'm doing dishes. You want to come help? We're supposed to be getting snow this weekend. Anywhere from ice to 4 to 6 inches, depending on what you watch or read. So that means we'll get none or a foot. They never get it right. Oh, joys of living in the old house. The knob just broke. Something's always breaking. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys so you don't have to hear the loud dishwasher. Move you guys over here. I gotta fix it. The cabinet knob. Real. Let's fix it. Thank you. $34 on Amazon. It's crooked because we had to go through this stupid drop ceiling to the original ceiling. But one day when we win the lottery and we can redo this room, we'll fix it. I always wanted one. It was one of those things I always thought they were really expensive. So I never thought about getting one, and then one day I just looked on Amazon. I was like, oh, they're not that expensive. Good morning, Columbia fan. How are you? Well, I don't want to win a huge lottery. I don't want to be real selfish. I just want to win, oh, I don't know, just enough to finish my house. A couple $100,000, that'll. But I have a lot of siblings that don't speak to me, and I have a feeling that they would decide to be my family all of a sudden real quick. Have a good day, Diana. And they're all part Native Americans, so they get what I call their brown money. They get per cap from the casinos every 3 months. They don't tend to ever want to share that with me, so I would not share any of mine with them, that's for sure. There's a lot of animosity there. Alright, that stuff's got to soak. This right here is where I spend all my money. Brittany! Good morning, good morning, good morning. There's my girl. Hey guys, we're gonna travel. I didn't see your video, Bird Brain. Why do I not get notifications? Woo! Sorry, I walk fast. I'm long-legged. See, this is so annoying. Look, all the snow is almost gone. Just little patches of it. For the first time since December. I'm so over snow. Sorry, I'm a smoker, but I won't smoke on camera. Trying to quit. I put on Twitter that I was going to put on my coveralls and all my snow gear tomorrow. And I was going to go sit on my front porch. And I was going to live stream this snow for all you folks that like it. But I'm not a fan. I am so over it. This room behind me right here, I'm not even going to show you the floor. I'm probably going to have to take a shovel and scoop the mud off of it. Every time I mop it and sweep it, more mud from the snow. It's never ending. I'm ready for 70 degrees, sun. What kind did you buy? I'm all about creamer. Ooh. I've had the alcoholic kind in my coffee before. Sorry, that light. Let me go shut that off. There's no need for it to be on. Let's save some electricity. That's my favorite juice. That's what I'm out of right now, juice. I used the last of it this morning. So I had to text my husband to tell him to get me some. He works in another town. The town that I live in doesn't sell it. Because we live in a real small town. Oh, we have a random friend in our yard. Do you see him? I don't know who he belongs to. Usually we know all the animals. I hope he's not a dump. Small towns like this, people like to dump their animals. That's how I got Skyla. She was a dump in the other town we lived in. It was really small. There was only like 100 people that lived in that town. If that, maybe. But it was on a main highway. Not like a real, like not an interstate or anything, but a highway. And people would come through and dump their animals there all the time. Sad. I could not imagine dumping an animal ever. Thank you for coming, Fallen. Have a good day. I have one that's passed out by a heat vent. We have a blanket over there that's by a heat vent. They're always cold. And I don't know where the other one is. She's probably passed out somewhere. Usually Tinker's right by my feet, but I'm out on the porch, so it's cold. We had a cold front push through, It was like 49 degrees this morning, and now it's like, let me look, like 27. Well, it's different having to give one up than just going and dumping one. You know, just driving up and just kicking it out the door and not knowing if it is going to get a meal or, you know, find a home, or if it's going to get ran over. Or we had to give up. We had a goofy dog. It was part husky and part lab. And it was another one we rescued. We found it as a puppy in the middle of a dirt road. And we gave it up to my husband's cousin just because where we lived, well, even here we don't, for a big dog, we don't have a place for it to run. And so we felt bad because it was chained, and I will never chain an animal up. And it was way too big to bring into our home. So my husband's cousin lived on a farm, and unfortunately out there it got ran over. But anyway, I told my husband that I had to go to work that afternoon, and I said, take it after I go to work, or take him after I have to go to work, because I don't want to know about it. And it was like when my mom had to put her dog down, I said, either if you can't handle it on your own, call Daniel, because I would rather put my actual biological human brother down than put that dog down. So she ended up doing it and then telling me 3 days later, because nope. If juice is still in here, I'm going to make you dizzy again. We had to put our baby boys down December 30th of last year, not this past December, but of 2016. And when he went limp, he was 17. I just fell to the floor. I looked like a fool. Had all the nurses crying, the doctors crying. I couldn't handle it. First dog I ever actually had to put down. Yeah, here is my, I'm not really good at showing things, but there's my Tinker. If you can see her, she's right by the heat vent. That's what she does when I won't sit down with her. Oh, my childhood dog was ran over on purpose because that guy had a vendetta against my dad. Okay guys, I'm going to set you right here. There's my little wombat gave me this awesome tripod, but I haven't quite figured it out. The caramel macchiato. Oh, it's amazing. I have some, like I said, my store here don't sell them, but the Dollar General sells these little, like, individual ones. I don't know if you can see it. They're not the same. Don't get these ones. Get the big bottle in the refrigerator. It's awesome. But this is what I have for emergencies. But it takes like 35,000 of them. But I'd rather have like the big bottle that comes in the refrigerator. We only have stores here, like, unless we go to the big city, like, I don't know how good you guys are with geography, but like Topeka or St. Joe, we only have stores here like Walmart. We have no variety, and things are kind of expensive there because they don't have no competition with anybody except for like little bitty grocery mom and pop stores. But we'll go to the bigger towns every once in a while just to get a bigger deal. Oh, that one? $35 or something like that on Amazon. Yes, I live in Kansas. I live in a town of about 1,500 people, if that. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows your business. Which is fine. I mean, we never have to lock our doors. We never have to... I forget to take the keys out of my car half the time. Somebody's messing around. We left our basement light on 2 days in a row, and our neighbors called us and told us our basement light was on. I mean, sometimes it ain't cool that everybody knows your business, but sometimes it is. Oh, awesome. That's where my daughter wanted to go to college, but I advised her against it. You were kidding me. NAZ, you were freaking kidding me. I grew up in Holton. I went to school there until I was a junior in high school. And all my brothers and sisters live in Marietta. Which one? Please? The one that was in the house? Are you freaking kidding me? My mom and dad owned the donut shop that was in there a long time ago before it was a flower shop. I lived on 4th and Lincoln Street. That's where I grew up. Oh my God, this is too weird. Wow, that blows my mind. Are you on Twitter? Hi Barb, how are you? I know that name. Are you on Twitter, NAZ? No Twitter? Are you on Facebook? Look me up, Linda Webster, with a Y. Drive safely, Barb. I'm glad you're here. I'm just mind blown because I have someone in my chat that is from my hometown that I don't know. Well, I kind of know. I recognize the last name. Michelle Barnes. Okay, I'll look when I get done live streaming. That just blows my mind. What is the odds? Nobody on YouTube is ever from Kansas, ever. And not from Podunk, Colton, Kansas, I can tell you that. I know Joe. Wow. Yes, a very small world. I met somebody from St. Joe the other day and I thought that was small. I didn't know her, but I mean, I live in Horton now, so I mean, that's just practically neighbors. Sorry guys in chat, that just blows my mind. My maiden name was Barber. My mom was a Baldwin. Wow. Okay, NAZ. Thank you for stopping by. I'm mind blown. Totally mind blown. Somebody comes in your chat and mentions White Kansas population like 4. Right? When you said Hoyt, that just like, what? Who knows of Hoyt? You know, the other night, me and my kids were talking, you know, my kids are 19 and almost 22, and we were talking about shows they watched when they were kids, and I kind of miss it. They used to watch Blue's Clues and Bear in the Big Blue House. I miss Bear in the Big Blue House. That was one of my favorites. The new kids shows, I don't know anymore. Like I was telling Brittany, if I had little kids, I wouldn't know what to do with them. Oh, and Clifford, yeah. My nephew lived here for a little while. Biggest mistake of my life, but they have they had an 11-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I just don't get kids today. They didn't want to. All they wanted to do was sit in front of a tablet. Like, they didn't have no toys or anything. They didn't want to go outside and do anything. Well, they were city kids for one thing, so they didn't know what the outside was. Because they lived in Topeka and you can't go outside because in their neighborhood you get shot. I don't know if you read my post on Twitter about in Kansas City where the school bus got caught up in a gang shooting, but anyway, I'm like, I'm glad my kids grew up in a time, I mean, the internet was just forming like when they were like pre-teens, but they grew up to know what the outside and stuff was. Yeah, my kids were out looking for bugs and I don't know. Kids are just different. I used to have to watch Tatum. That was a 4-year-old. And seriously, she didn't have any toys here whatsoever. All she wanted was a stupid tablet. Call me old school, but right. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with kids having a tablet or anything or watching TV. I mean, my kids did, but you know, there's an outside. There's toys. There's, you know, have an imagination. Ooh, up close to my face. Pretty. I don't know about where you are, but they're making it hard and expensive to get fishing license here in Kansas. Well, kids can still fish free. It used to be like if you were over the age of 60, you didn't have to pay for a fishing license, and now you do. And they're expensive. But it's probably because fish... Oh, it's about the same here. I don't know what it is this year, but it was like $45 last year. So you get a fishing license here, and then it depends on where you're at. How many that, I mean, each person has a license, and then it depends on what lake, or like if you're on a private pond or whatever, you can fish as much as you want. But say like our lake here has limits on how many you catch. See, we don't have a pole limit. But like I said, the lake here has signs that says how many you can catch. And how big. That's ridiculous. I keep losing things, sorry. For a year or 4 at a time. This spring I'll have to go out and show you the signs. They're really funny. like at our lake, where it shows you like how many of each fish you can catch and whatnot. Well, we call it our lake. You guys all probably think it's a pond, but we call it our lake. I'm gonna make you dizzy, Juice. Hi, little dumpling. How are you? Well, see, we don't have salt water in Kansas, Juice. We just have water here. Where are you at, Juice? Massachusetts? I'd like to go over that way. My daughter's been there. When she was in high school, she went on a lot of mission trips. They went that way a lot. Masshole. I think all of our places have their issues, Juice. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Sorry, I'm cleaning up after my daughter. She's taken over our dining room table as her study. I'm doing great. I am cleaning up downstairs a little bit today. I'm still trying to work on my massive bedroom so I can get my YouTube space and start my... I set you down because Kayla has these massive books. So I can do my YouTube space, but I gotta move furniture. And I have fibro. And it's kind of flaring up and I can't move furniture by myself. So I'm waiting till this weekend. My husband said he would help me. So I'm just picking up my house. It's not that messy, but it will be if I don't. My daughter is kind of, she don't pick up after herself. But she's doing 18 credit hours this semester, plus she has 10 hours of work study program that she's doing. Plus she commutes 25 miles each way to school. And she has a 3.7 grade point average. So I'm not going to complain too much about picking up after her. She's a business major. She's on the Dean's Honor Roll, and she is in, let me see if I can say this right, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. And she's in the vice president of her business club. And what else? I think that's it. She was going to become a financial advisor, but she started accounting this semester and she really likes accounting, so well, yes ma'am, but that'll be next year. She's just a first year. This is just her second semester, first year. Woo! Sorry guys, I'm making you dizzy and showing you my ugly old mug. Brittany, I told her last night that you wanted to see her on live stream, She asked why. So I told her, and I had to laugh because, see, she has an old soul, and all of her friends are way older than her. And I said, you'll like her. She's right in your friend age group. And she laughed, and she goes, what, 28, 30? And I said, you hit it right on the head. Oh, Juice, we love you even if you're an old fart. I'll be 41 in April, so I'm a medium fart. Oh, that's not that bad, Juice. You're just 9 years older than me. That's not that bad. My husband just turned 47. No, I'm not a wet fart, Brittany. No. Dry one. Dry and silent. Somebody does. Yes, you look about 27. Bernie, somebody's got to love me after last night. Everybody blocking me. I gotta have some love. Hi, Passion. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. My birthday's April 23rd, the same day as William Shakespeare's birth and death. Yep, I sure did. Juice, your old buddy over there, I wanted my daughter to get paid, and he didn't quite like it. I got a little upset. So him and his mods and his pals all blocked me. So, such is life. It's alright. I'm doing great. I did get some money, I suppose. I feel really bad because Ariel really didn't want to do it. She watched the content and she really wasn't about the drama aspect, because that was right when he was doing the TT stuff. And I kind of begged her to do it, to get her name out there and get her some exposure. And it took me about 2 weeks to get her to actually do it, to do the guitar one. And she did it. And then she did the So Sad one. And I kept waiting and waiting and waiting for some, you know, for him to ask for my PayPal or whatever. And he kept saying that he was a business major, so I figured he knew how to do this. And so last night I said, how do you do this with commissions? I said, do you like do a monthly, you know, with your commissions, do you give a sales sheet to show how many things you sold? How do you do this? And he just got mad and he said, give me your PayPal and I'll pay out whatever. I just asked a question. It seems to me that if I was going to have a business doing commission, selling t-shirts, that I would every month, say on the 1st or whenever Teesprings paid me, I would have a spreadsheet or something showing the person that I am doing 50% profits with how many shirts they sold. I don't think that person should have to nag or come to the person and say, hey, how many sales has there been? you know, Ariel was really excited. She wanted to know how many sales she had. And I felt kind of out of place saying, hey, how many did you sell? And, you know, I would have to wait 2 or 3 days before I got an answer. And then with the guitar shirt, oh, she's doing really well. She sold 5. Those 5 were the ones I bought. So, anyway, I don't know. How am I supposed to know how many she sold? I never saw anything. I mean, she could have sold 100 for all I know. So, I did that deal. I got $60 out of the deal for her. And hi, Sherry. Hi, Random Collection. How are you? Sorry about this negativity. I just kind of want to get it off my chest. And I really don't care if anybody's in here. I'm going to run back to him. He blocked me, so whatever. And, Jess Nicole. Okay, sorry. How are you, Jess Nicole? And, well, I understand that, Juice, but, you know, he could, you know, print something off and email it to me or something, you know, showing me just what the sales of hers were. So, my day's going great. I'm already done with chores. Downstairs, anyway. Haven't touched laundry yet, though. Yeah, I'm over it. I got what I needed to get, or whatever. I mean, lesson learned, you know. It's one of those, we tried, and it is what it is. Exactly, Juice. That's what I'm saying. But we were just excited to get our art out there. And Wombat bought a piece. And it was a beautiful piece of Mrs. Wombat. And so, you know, she got a couple art pieces done. So, there's that. I kind of got the real side, so that's fine. They blocked me. I'm moving on. I got my little place over here where I love people, and I'm not dealing with drama and all that. That's not my, it's not my thing. Angry Veteran is very talented. I'm part of his Deadly Dolls collection. Right? I'll never be famous, so I don't have to worry about that. What are you up to today, Nicole? Anything interesting? Let's get off this subject. I kind of wish you could see who was lurking in here. That would be nice. Oh, my big fat hand. Right. He's famous for all the wrong reasons. I want to be famous for being nice. With bad hair. See? Just chop that part off. I thought it was kind of funny. I was going through my videos today, and I got dislike on one of my videos. And I'm like, how do you dislike a house tour? say my house is ugly, because I know it's ugly, because it's not done. I just thought it was kind of funny. You have a leg video? I gotta go check that out. I could do a leg video. I have my dad's leg upstairs. I was so mad at myself when I did my attic video. I was going to set that leg up in a weird spot. Just to see if anybody got tripped out by it. But I was in such a hurry and so nervous about doing it. Because, you know, that was like one of my, like, what, second or third videos. I forgot to go put it out. So maybe like when I do my next video, I'll go up and get it and put it somewhere strange. My dad had so much fun with that leg. I remember my dad's from South Dakota and we used to go. Yes, I did, Brittany. When we would go to South Dakota, you know, we'd go up I-29 and it was like a 6-hour trip and his leg would hurt him, so we would take it off and he would put it up over his shoulder, like the shoe up over his shoulder, and we'd be driving down the interstate and we would pass people and the people's faces when we drove by and you'd see the shoe on his shoulder. He'd do all kinds of stuff like that with his leg. And my kids thought all grandpas lost their legs. Even though their other grandpa had their leg, they just thought he wasn't old enough to lose it yet. And then he would scare people with it. I remember one time we were in South Dakota and my little cousin, she was probably 6, and she would run and she would jump up on my dad's leg. And at first it was fun, but then it started hurting him because my dad lost his leg right under the knee. And it started hurting that joint. And he said, if you keep doing that, oh, thank you, Barb. But he said, if you don't quit doing that, my leg's going to fall off. And so she turned around to run back, and he undid the straps, and she jumped on it, and his leg fell out. I said, oh my God, Dad, that's so mean. And that girl is still terrified to this day if you bring it up to her. She really thinks, I mean, she's an adult. She still thinks she broke my dad's leg. I'm not putting myself down. It was just funny that this one piece of hair, it doesn't want to. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn around. I think my daughter's coming down. She don't like to be live. I didn't tell her I was live. I can't tell which stairs she's coming down. So we might have to stand out here for a minute. Hold on, guys. Ariel, I'm live. Would you like to say hello to my people? There's only 4 of them. No? Okay, well, while you're in there, I'm zooming by. They can't see you. Yeah, it was very traumatizing for her. Oh, I missed the cup in the dishwasher. Dishes are never done. Huh? No. You made everything, Brittany? How old is he? 3? Sorry, I'm still picking up stuff. Why did you make his eyeballs, Brittany? Come on, I want to know that answer. And I want to know how you did it. Well, that didn't turn out like it was supposed to. Maybe Mickey can tell him how. Right? Maybe I should come up with some clever answers. I can talk to him. Wow, he must really be on one. Goes from eyeballs to farting toys. I mean, I'm not good with 3-year-olds. I mean, it's been, I'm not good at math either, but like 16 years since I've had a 3-year-old. And she couldn't talk, so. Oh, this one? Yeah, that's kind of a cool backstory, sad backstory actually. Dan's mom and Dan's grandma used to put puzzles together every Saturday, and this was the last puzzle that Dan's mom put together before she passed away. So we glued it, and my husband made this frame. So that's that. Story on that. Dan lost his mom May 26, 2016, and I lost mine May 11, 2017, so. Thank you. We have a bunch of puzzles. I was on the, I'm going to sit down for a bit. We were on, oh no, I'm not because I forgot my drink. We were on the marketplace on Facebook, and there's this one lady who lives a couple towns over that sells stuff, and obviously she doesn't know what she's selling. And we got a bunch of puzzles, vintage puzzles, for $1 a piece, and we're gonna glue them and hang them up. And we got these, and I found out later by researching, I don't know, my husband didn't remember them. I don't know if Juice will remember them, from Dairy Queen, the original mascot. These are worth $50 a piece because they're super rare. And she sold me the pair. I had the pair here. I got the pair. She sold them to me for $5 for both of them. She was selling metal lunch boxes for $2 a piece. I tried to hop on them. I wasn't fast enough. Because I'm all about antique stuff. I've seen 3D puzzles. I tried to put one together and I couldn't do it. Oh, I will. I don't know if I showed all my salt and pepper shakers in my videos or not. I'm real picky about my salt and pepper shakers though, They have to be either really old or really unique. Because I had friends who were just giving me salt and pepper shakers, just, you know, go to Walmart and get them to me just because. I'm like, no. Yes, those are the kinds I like. See, I have some of these ones. They're a mixture of like, these ones are pretty old, and these ones are pretty old. These ones here are pretty old. I found them in a dumpster. These ones are all pretty just new, and these ones I found in the trash. These ones are collectibles, that's why I have those ones. Let's see. I gotta get attacked by my tree. Sorry, are you guys still there? Are you still there? Are you there? Hello? Okay. My phone kind of had a meltdown. Yes, a lot of my stuff came out of the trash. A lot of it. But, like I was, before my phone decided to have a meltdown. Here are some of my, really old ones. And then up here are bottles my husband found in the dirt. And spices that my mom never threw away that I emptied out and kept. And this little cabinet we found in the dump too. Wow. You would be amazed. People throw stuff away and never check anything. And then I have these little guys here. I don't know. Let me get down past this. So these guys here are worth a lot of money. I think my husband looked up and they're like worth $100 a piece. And then these ones are my favorite. Here lies Peppy and here lies Salty. Okay, hurry back, Juice. We'll miss you. And then this is my favorite shelf. This shelf, if anything happened to it, I would probably cry for days. My mother-in-law bought me these that passed away. And this is my granny's sifter. It's supposed to hang up there, but the nail fell out. And then my mother-in-law also bought me these. These ones actually came from Japan. My mother-in-law's sister brought these back. And then my mom collected cows, so this is my mom's shelf. And then my mother-in-law gave me all these because I did the chef thing for a while. So that's my precious shelf. Congratulations! That almost made me fall over. Did you see that? Oh, I stumble all the time. Brittany, have you ever seen my daughter, the one you want to see? So you're going to leave me, Brittany? Okay. Oh, I thought you said you were going somewhere. I was going to cry. I keep coming out here to this porch looking at this mess. Oh, diversion. I will help Mama Brittany out anytime. Yes, I love my Tinkletorium sign. I have a friend whose mom is really crafty, and she has a booth at this one store I go to a lot, and she made that sign. She also made, I can't remember exactly what it says, hold on. I had to take it off my porch because it's windy as hell here, and it cracked it. But oh, it's going to be backwards. It says, shh, crazy dogs do not knock. They will bark. Will be annoyed. Shit will get real. Text me if I know you. No solicitors of any kind. It has 2 wiener dogs on it. And it's kind of funny because this little girl came up to sell Girl Scout something. It wasn't cookies. It was like candy or something this fall. And she read that sign and she kind of backed away, and I felt bad. I just wish it wasn't so windy. You should see my porch. In the summertime, we spend a lot of time out there. And every morning, I have to go out and set up all my porch, like all my chairs and my little tables and stuff. And because the wind just blows it all. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Just chuck some glitter on it. I was doing a Sarah thing earlier and you missed it. I cleaned my whole kitchen while I was chatting. No. It's just the whole front part of my house. We're putting a back porch on this summer because the way it is now, you walk up steps, You have to open the door and you have to go back down steps. And then you have to come back up steps. And as you notice, I'm not very stable on my feet. Have a good day at work, Barb. Love you. My house is too huge to have a wraparound porch. Oh my gosh. That would go around for days. Hi, Mom and 3 boys. How are you? I got your DM, by the way, Juice. I just did all my dishes, Brittany. Well, the dishwasher did most of them. No, I dislike doing dishes and laundry. I'll do anything else. We had fried chicken last night. My husband cooks. I don't. It was in our wedding vows. Anyway. He doesn't make too bad of a mess, but it was a lot of dishes. And a lot of dishes that didn't go in the dishwasher. It's not lunchtime here yet, Sarah, and I'm not doing well with this whole food thing. I haven't looked at them yet, Juice, because it will mess up my live stream. But as soon as I get done, I will look at them and I will let you know. He does not, he kind of cleans as he goes. He does a lot better than he used to. I hate to admit this, but that we live really close. On one side of our house is an empty lot. On the other side, we can almost reach out and touch our house, which is really odd for this area. And the guy who lived there before, when he moved out, he had roaches. And they traveled. And we had an issue with that for a bit, so we don't now, but we did, and when we did, he cleaned up very well as he went. But now new people are living there, and I think they've taken care of the problem, because we haven't had that problem. And yes, I'm very sly. I'm very ashamed of it. But I can't do this losing weight thing and quit smoking at the same time. And be sane. You think I have Twitter hate now? Well, hold on, Juice. I'm going with you. You won't back out on me, will you? No, I don't have a diet plan. I've been listening. Sarah has a little group on Twitter, and I've been watching and listening to them chat, and I'm the failure of the group. They're talking about their healthy meals, and I'm sitting here eating hot dogs. I use my Fitbit, and believe it or not, I'm doing all this walk, and I have 507 steps. I think it's lying. Or I'm not swinging my arm hard enough or something. I'm diabetic, so it's going to be hard for me to lose weight just by physics. Flapjacks are those pancakes. I need my English to British dictionary. Oh, thank you, Mama 3. See, I have fibro, and I had some really bad flares where they were ongoing forever. And I was really sedentary for a very long time. And I just kept gaining weight and kept gaining weight. Because I'm 5'10". And I typically used to hover around 180 to 200 pounds. I was happy there. Now the doctors say, like, I should weigh 145 pounds. But I got down to 150 once, and I did not look healthy at all. So I was happy with the 190, 200 around in there. But then I had bladder surgery, and I had a bunch of fibro flares. And now I'm 5'10", and I weigh 275. And I just, no matter what I do, I just can't seem to win. Well, yeah, Sarah, it's hard to try. I mean, I'm hungry, and I don't go shopping because, you know, I'm agoraphobic and I don't leave the house. And my husband buys groceries on his way home from work because they're cheaper in the town where he works. So it just makes sense to do that. And he buys what he buys. And he tries to help and stick with, you know, my diabetic stuff. But, you know, I don't always stick with my diabetic diet either. And I'm sure when I go have my checkup on the 20th, my A1C isn't going to be pretty. And I don't have anyone to blame but myself. Oh, poor thing. My mom had rheumatoid arthritis really bad. Oh, I couldn't do the vegetarian thing. I give props to those who do. I mean, I'm not downing it at all. I just couldn't do it. Oh, I'm so worried about that because all the women, my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma, they all had, I don't know what it's called, but you know, where, where you're all hunched over and you have all the issues with my grandma had to have all that, like the cement put in her back. And I'm always really conscious of my, how I stand. Because I remember, is that it? I remember my great-grandma, her back actually was higher than her head. And I am so worried about that. Because it seems to be, like, really hereditary. And I already have 2 herniated discs anyway. Because I worked as a nurse's aide, and people are just jerks, and they think because you're big and tall, you don't need help. And then I get irritated and I say, fine, so I go do it myself. See, that's why I'm trying to lose weight. They say my fibro, and I know, because I've been down this road, because I've had fibro for 10 years, if not longer, because I was just diagnosed with it 10 years ago. That doesn't mean that's when, you know what I mean. And I know if I lose weight, my fibro will be better. You know, Sarah, I never heard of that happening until you mentioned that. That's really odd. Yeah, I have a really, really bad knee. I tore it up when I was working in nursing, and it's really embarrassing if I'm at Walmart or something, I've been down to get to a lower shelf. I have to have help to get back up because I can't push up with that knee anymore. Hold on, guys. I will be right back. Oh, so hers was juvenile. Oh, and they probably didn't know things back then like they do now. That's sad. Can she see anything at all? Did she lose, like, complete vision? That's terrible. Okay, Mama 3. You can go to the store for me too if you want. Oh no. I have bad arthritis in this finger. This is the one, I don't know if you guys heard the story, but they want to amputate. But I'm putting it off because I don't know if I want to do it or not. There's times I'm like, yes, let's go do it. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't know. I'm kind of attached to it, you know. I've had it for almost 41 years. Just see what it does. And see what it's doing to my other finger. Oh, my thumbs are good. It's just this one. It's from a childhood injury. And they already went in. You probably can't see it at all, but I have a scar right here. They cut the tendons to it and was supposed to loosen it up. And I mean, I can try to straighten it up a little bit. And that worked for a couple of years, but all the time. And it hurts all the way up into my shoulder now. Because it's, oh, what do they call it? It's stretching and pulling everything in all the tendons and stuff. And muscles and stuff because it's contracting. Yeah, because watch me take a drink. It sticks out. I'm like you, Sarah. Kind of. I'm British. That is true, Juice. I'm more worried because I'm diabetic and I heal very, very slow. But yeah, it hurts really bad, like right in here all the time. So I see a rheumatologist for my fibro. Plus I have arthritis in my elbow and my knees, and I'm 100% sure I have arthritis in that. And I asked him about it. And he said that there's nothing. I mean, I've had it broke 4 times and tried reset, and there's just no more that they can do for it. And he said, you just need to have it hacked off. And I'm like, that's what my dad would do. That's why it's like this, because when I was in 3rd grade, I was spinning around in circles, and I hit a cement post, you know, that they have for the basketball goals. And I broke it, and he refused to take me to the doctor, popsicle sticks, you know, whatever. And it was slightly crooked after that. And then when I was in 7th grade, my neighbor came after me with a rowing oar. We were messing around. And he went to hit me, and I went to block him. And he got me right in the joint. Same thing. And then like, maybe 3 days later, it was swollen up like 5 times its size, and my mom said, I really think we need to take her to the doctor. They had to re-break it. Not fun. That was one of the 4 times it was re-broke. And I had all these procedures done, and it never healed right. And so that's where we're at. I swear, if my dad would have just let me go to the hospital the day that it broke, I probably wouldn't be in this predicament, but my dad didn't like doctors or doctor bills or spending money on frivolous things, you know, like doctors, so. Ouch. I can relate. It's painful. I have broken tons and tons and tons and tons of bones. Alright, I will be off of here to be at your live stream, Sarah. I'm just live because I don't like to be alone. You know, one time we were, it was a Friday night. I think it was my husband's 40th birthday, if I remember right. And we were having a party. We were all drinking. So I wasn't, because I was supposed to be watching the kids, but I was watching the adults. They were more of an issue than the kids were. Anyway, my youngest, Michaela, and her cousins were in the house, and Michaela was standing with her hand on her hip, being sassy, you know, sassy pose. And her cousin Elizabeth, who is a couple years younger than her, but they're the same size because Elizabeth is normal size and Kayla's, you know, really small. Anyway, came running in and ran into her. So Kayla come out crying, her thumb hurt. Well, first thing her intoxicated father wanted to do was pull on her thumb because he thought it was jammed. I said, no, don't be pulling on her thumb, leave it alone. I looked at it, it wasn't swollen. She could move it, move her whole hand, do the whole, you know, what parents do to make sure nothing's broke. Wasn't bruised, wasn't swollen, wasn't nothing. I said, you're fine, go play. And she was fine. Next morning, she woke up and she said it was a little sore. I looked at it and had just a tiny little bruise on it. Still wasn't swollen, nothing. Third day, she woke up, had a little bit bigger bruise, but it was fine. Later on that afternoon, it swelled up like a balloon. I mean, huge. And she was just crying out in pain. I think she was about, she was middle school age. So I take her to the hospital, and we're in a small podunk town, you know, at the ER, and next door they got some lady having a stroke. And I'm feeling so bad because we're sitting here with a bruised thumb. Why these people are over here trying to save this woman's life? And I said, I feel like a fool. We're in here over a bruised thumb. They're going to come in here and say, you just bruised your thumb. You're fine. The doctor comes in, and she says, well, it's broke. Well, then I felt like an ass, because here we are 3 days later with a broken thumb. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. We see kids come in here all the time with 3-day-old breaks because parents don't think they're broke and think they're overreacting. Sure enough, she broke it like right in the joint between the thumb and the wrist. Yes, cheers, podunk. We use that a lot around here. That means small, dumb, little town. One horse town, juice. Redneck, hick town. Where the bars and the churches equal out. County Mile is my favorite. We don't count things in miles around here. It's by minutes. You should move here. We have an empty lot next door. You could build a house. They only want $1,500 for the lot. I want to buy the lot to make my neighbors mad. They're kind of weird. They're not kind of weird, they're really weird. Yep. Stone's throw. The gas station's a stone's throw away. Or about a half a block as a crow flies. We're real old-fashioned out here. Almost embarrassingly old-fashioned. You'd love it out here, Brittany. Everybody wears camo. Boots. You don't have to pay for your carry and conceal out here anymore. It's free. Just gotta go get your permit. You would fit right in. Camo is our national color. Everybody has guns, everybody hunts, everybody fishes. We're all just a bunch of rednecks. I'm proud of it. Everybody drives big old trucks. We don't. We have a big old farm truck. There's two differences. You either drive a big old truck or you have a big old farm truck. We have a big old farm truck. Nothing works on it. When you go through the drive-thru, I have to roll down my window or get out and talk through the speaker. It's comical. You just don't seem like a girl that should be living in California. I've been to California. You don't seem like a girl that should live there. Just my opinion. Do you bow hunt, Brittany? Look, camo. Right here. Right here. Just pulled it out. Minor camo, but it's there. See, Daniel don't hunt, but his cousin hunts. And his kids hunt, and we get meat from them. Dan just never really was into it, but he does fish. What did we get, Juice? Anything good? That's all you do around here. You go sit on my porch and you'll hear gunshots, and it's not because somebody's getting murdered, it's somebody out shooting. That we have a shooting range about 3 or 4 miles away. Oh. No new toys or nothing, huh? The FedEx guy came yesterday for me, and it was Wombat sending me this awesome tripod. Wombat is awesome. We have a few. Really, if you live around here and you're not a felon, you have guns. That's just, I mean, kind of a staple. I was so excited. Because, see, I'd only my house, and I can't describe this to my husband. He'd buy me, I don't know what he'd buy me, but it wouldn't be what I wanted. I love him to death, but it wouldn't be what I wanted. And I was looking on Amazon, and he told me I had something in the mail. I'm making him a blanket, and I really need to get on it, but I have so many other things, and he's so understanding about it. I have so many irons in the fire. Well, Juice, come on out. I will find someone to take you hunting. We'll have Brittany and Tim come out, and you can come out. I wouldn't be like them other guys. Barb's wonderful. I'm kind of irked about that whole situation, but I have made some awesome friends, so that makes up for everything. And I wouldn't be doing this right here if it wasn't for Wombat. Sure. A few years ago, our state did a thing where all of our state fishing lakes are all handicap accessible, so people from wheelchairs can fish. I know that. I know, right? That was so funny. Juice had me from the first time I met him. He gave me a hug. That was so nice of him. He's so friendly and sweet. And Barb is so easy to talk to. The first time I really met Brittany, she tried to tell me something and I was in a mood. That was before I had become medicated to help my brain out. And she said something that made me mad, and I told her to F off. And she told me something about she gets told that all the time or something. I was like, okay, whatever. And she just kept talking to me, and now we're like best of friends. Right, Juice? Hey, it's gotten better. See, my problem, Juice, is I have no filter. Imagine that. And I don't do this thing about talking behind people's back. And you have an issue with me, we are going to settle this issue and move on. Like this little quantum and the Ficustiva shirt dumb thing. All she had to do is say whatever triggered her. We could have moved on, but she didn't, so whatever. I'm done with that too. That little community, I'm just over it. I don't need it. It seems like they just want negativity and drama and something to bitch and moan about, and I'm not about that. I like to talk about pleasant things, like how it's not snowing right now, and how spring is around the corner, and I can't wait to live stream at my lake with you guys, even though it's probably more of a pond, but I think it's pretty cool out there. Show you some. Kansas is famous for our sunsets. That's what I can't wait for. I don't like dragging people, and except when they make me mad, but I just like chatting. I know, Brittany loves me and I love Brittany. And I love you too, Juice. I like this. I don't feel so lonely during the day. I don't think so. Time to a chair. I got some bungee cords. Oh, they probably frown upon that these days, huh? Make him clean. Child labor. I got some pictures. I'll have to find them. We duct taped our children one time. They were like 8 or 9 years old. My husband's cousin, the one that broke my daughter's finger, them two, we duct taped them. Headphones. Do you have a Dollar General there? They're like really cool headphones. $10. They're awesome. Yeah, that's something else we do out here. We have a lot of rodeos. You know, we're country hick people. I only like to do, I just had a brain fart. We do a lot of dirt track racing out here too. So I can't think of the other thing I was trying to think of. It's gone. Demo derbies. We do a lot of demo derbies. Mud runs. They should sell them like by... I lost my words. Where are my words going? Yeah, by the big box. H&M cords. You always need one. I have a couple extra, but then again, you're there and I'm here. I hate Walmart. I used to love to go to Kmart, but they're closing them all here. I do most of my shopping on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. That hair is really long. I need to cut it. I'm not a big rodeo person. I just know they have them. U2 random collection. Who's Dexter? Oh, yeah. I don't have cable anymore. We used to before we moved here, but that was one of the things we gave up to work on the house. That, and we were in chat jail. Then we had DirecTV and they wanted to charge us $400 to move it. And I told them where they could take their $400 and put it. Oh, I hate that. That's so dumb. You should be able to send as many messages as you want. It's my chat, and I say Juice can send as many chats as he wants. I'm the boss of this show. That's really bad when you're in a live stream where there's not that many people. Right? And it's because we had just gotten it. We had just switched. Hi, California Greenhouse. How are you? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Welcome to Laundry with Linda. In which I just made, what the hell? I think it's a pretty rough nickel. Somebody else from California. That just totally blows my mind that that person found me who lived in my hometown. I have this goofy thing that my husband's grandma gave us. It's a, well, here. It's a jar that counts your money for you. See, I have $8.36. It just sits right there. That's my laundry fund. I know, right? I can buy nothing. I don't think I could go buy me lunch with that down at the gas station. Maybe a slice of pizza. Because there's nowhere to sit. I've never sat down to full close. I'm real antsy. I don't like to sit. Usually I pace around the house. But I'm being nice to you guys, not making you dizzy. Well, you see me do this every once in a while, that's because my back hurts. I'm not old, I'm medium. I'll be 41 in April, so. Well, that and you're only standing on one leg, Juice. You're only 9 years older than me, Juice. Age is just a number. But I'll be right back. I gotta use the little ladies' room. So hold on. Okay, I'm back. When did you have that done, Juice? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, thank you. Oh, so it's fresh. Yes, my mom has one of those singing bird clocks. It reminds me of her, so. I dug that out of the trash, little dumpling, the washboard. And then all of this stuff was my granny's. She actually used that stuff. So I love old antique stuff. I love it. I must be an old soul or something. Born before my time. I don't know. My whole house is decorated that way. Then I don't know about where you live, but back when I was a kid and before, in the little grocery stores, like the IGAs, I don't know if you have IGAs back where you guys are from, but you would collect stamps and get dishes with them. I don't know if you guys ever had that. Like, you spent so much money, you would get so many stamps, little books, and then you'd fill up your little books, and then you would get dishes with them. Well, I have, I don't know if you can see, but up there I have some of that stuff that my mom had collected through the years. I'm not sure what they called. I know that there was this little grocery store that we had in our hometown. And, well, there was 2 of them. There was Ron's IGA and I can't remember. It was Craig's and it was a different one. It was little grocery stores, and you went in and they would have them every once in a while. There would be a little display of the dishes, and then you would spend so much money and you would get your little stamps, and then once you got so many stamps, you turned them in and you got the casserole dish or whatever. I know, right? So I was kind of lucky. My mom kept everything she ever owned, pretty much. And my dad had 7 kids, and my mom had 1. And then my mom and dad had me. There's more of that story, but I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, when my dad died, we separated all of his stuff and got that out of the way. And then 10 years later, my mom passed away. And when it came down to her stuff, my other brother is really messed up on drugs and alcohol and hadn't seen my mom in like 7 years. So a lot of this stuff was my mom's stuff. And that's why I have it. And my brother didn't get anything because he doesn't deserve it. He wouldn't take care of it anyway. So that's how I got all this stuff. There's 10 of us all together, if not more. There's some weird, yeah. His, hers, theirs, who knows, kids, their secrets. But none of us talk. To be honest, and I'm not ashamed of this at all, so no worries there. I was actually born into an affair. My dad was still married to his ex-wife. And I have a brother that's actually 2 years and a month older than me. Who was given up for adoption, so I wasn't the first. But anyway, when I was born, my dad got a divorce. Well, he got hurt. He got hurt in his accident where he lost his leg and use of his arm. And after that was over, they got a divorce. And my dad's family hated my mom and me for breaking up my dad's marriage. And my mom's family hated me because they didn't think my mom should have any more children, and they hated my dad. So, I am here with no family. And that's kind of my life story. Hi Jennifer, how are you? Is it afternoon already? I guess so, almost. Not for me quite yet, I have another hour. I only wanted one, but then I got with my husband and he wanted a biological child, so we had one more. Yuck. I already did that for the month. Hey, it's my daughter's art. Yay. She worked so hard on that. Really hard. Whoop, made a penny. I'm happy it's Friday because my husband will be home. We can get my spot fixed and we can work on our bathroom. I've yet to show that part. Our janky little bathroom. Haven't toured that part. I had a lazy day yesterday. Well, here you go, Brittany. Another thing, if you live in Kansas, you gotta have your implement clothes. I vacuum my couch all the time. I have dogs. I've actually swept my couch with a broom. I use the lint roller on it. Hold on, I gotta go hang up this hoodie. Me too. John Deere all the way. We have an implement store and they have clothes, and when they discount them, they discount them. That hoodie only cost me $5. I have a little held hand vacuum that I bought Kayla when she went to the dorm, because their dorms are like apartments, and I use it because I have maroon furniture you've seen, and it shows everything. If you eat chips, it's on the couch. Dog hair, especially since we have all this snow, there's dog prints all over it. All right, Brittany. I'll keep my eye out. They had shirts for like $2 too. I need to go back over there. And I gotta get this country girl out of the city. It's really pretty cheap to live here. You'd probably flip your lid if you knew how much I paid a month to buy this house. Or have a heart attack. Well, mind you, this is a fixer-upper. But we pay $350 a month. That's not counting our insurance or taxes. But our taxes for a year was only $380. Well, little dumpling, it's probably, the cost of living is probably about the same in Arkansas, huh? But that's if you want to live rural. In city, it's not that cheap. If you stay in the Midwest, it's pretty cheap. Because nobody wants to live here. Holy crap. Even in the city, my nephew paid, what was it, $625 for a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in the city. Where do you live, Jennifer, if you don't mind me asking? Well, we live in town, but like I said, it's a really small town, and we don't have much of a yard. But my husband didn't want much of a yard because where we lived before, we had a humongous yard, and he was really tired of wasting his time mowing. Last year for my birthday, I went to New Carlisle, Ohio. My birthday twin lives there. There was a question? I don't remember the question. You'll have a goat. They are a pain in the ass. My best friend Marcia had 2 goats. She couldn't keep them in their pen. She ended up losing both of them. It is a little, let me try to get my directions, a little north of Dayton. But they will keep your yard mowed. But they're little bastards, I will tell you that right now. Yes, they are great lawnmowers, and they will eat everything in their path, and I mean everything. I don't know about all goats. I just know the ones my friend Marsha had, they were, and she named them Jekyll and Hyde. Perfect names. But she didn't have to mow her yard all that summer. Does anyone else have a sock basket, or is it just me? A sock run. Oh, a sock tub. I have tackled this stupid basket, I don't know how many times. But this is my sock basket. I'm beginning to just think I'm going to throw it all away. Tired of it. Okay. It's all folded. Yay me. What time is it? I wonder if my daughter has to work today or not. If not, she should be at home. Yeah, that's what I do with my husband's socks. There's a lot of socks in there that when I get bored and I think, I'm going to tackle this, and I look at these socks and I'm like, these socks have been around for 10 years. Why am I still looking for the mate of them? Makes no sense. Right? You know what's really irritating is that I had, I'm diabetic, so I had to go see the podiatrist, and I had this ingrown toenail issue, blah, 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 blah. And he told me that I had to go get these, what are they called? Moisture wicking socks. And so I went to this awesome shoe store that we have, that it's the only place I buy shoes. They sit you down and they take your shoe off and measure your feet. It's all fancy. Anyway, I went and bought Nike socks, and it was like 3 pair for like $16 or something. I bought 2 packages of these damn things, and I can't find, I think I have 1 pair. And then I found 1 pair, and I don't know, it looks like they've been through war. I found 1 sock, and it looks like it's the 1 white sock. It looks like it was used to grease a car with. That was frustrating. Anyway, that was an event. Right? How much snow did I get? We're not supposed to get it till tomorrow. I haven't looked because I've been live streaming. I need to charge some tablets or something. We have plenty around here. But the National Weather Service said 1 to 2. One TV channel said 2 to 3, and one said up to 6+. So we're either going to get, if you ever talk to Lori in my chat, she lives real near me, but in Missouri. So to understand Midwestern weather and meteorology, that means we're either going to get nothing or a foot. So you can't rely on the weather. I hope we get none. I'm over winter. Over. Done. Ready for spring. It can be in early spring. It can start like in March. Brittany, if you talk like that, we can't be friends. It's not even nice words. You need to use better words. There's something wrong with you, Brittany. Were you dropped on your head? There was a reason why I told you to F off. Right there. You said it was going to be, what, 70s all week and you're dreading it? I just can't even. I can't even with you, Brittany. Can't even. I'm shipping my snow to Brittany. It'll probably rain all spring here, knowing how much snow we've got, because that's just how it works. And then it'll flood. You're getting like our weather, but a day late. That's weird. Because it was warm here yesterday. Not quite that warm. It was like 48, 49 here yesterday. And now it's like 27 or something. It's been dropping, and then we're supposed to get snow on tomorrow. I'm just glad it's coming tomorrow, because after Kayla spun out going to school the other day, well, I can't even with you right now, Bernie. Complaining about. You come spend a winter here, Brittany. One winter. I'll give you one winter. Me too. I'm ready to decorate the yard. Sit on my porch. See leaves on the trees. Green grass. Birds. There's leftovers. They're in the fridge. I have a whole attic. I'll make it Brittany's room. Right, Jennifer? I'm all about sitting on my porch. I'll sit on my porch all ding dang day. Now I'm gonna go sit in my recliner because I'm done. Can you hand me a drink? Diet Dr. Pepper, please. Well, I can't guarantee that. Kayla swears by it because the attic door is in her room. I don't know. I haven't sensed this house being haunted at all. Others say otherwise, but I haven't. See, guys, this is my porch. The wind always knocks everything everywhere. But it's been too cold to come out here and fix it because the wind is just gonna... No bills. No bills, that's a good thing. Oh. Yeah, they make me break out a little bit. We don't get tornadoes like everybody thinks we do. We get put in a lot of tornado watches. I have seen a couple in my lifetime, like maybe 3, with my very own eyes. But not very often. Last summer it got really scary. We had we get what they call it, like microbursts. They're like straight winds. We had some 80-mile-an-hour straight winds, and it was pretty scary. We have a lake on the edge of town where a lot of people camp, and it flipped a lot of campers over, and a couple went into the lake. Now those are scary. The straight winds are probably as destructive as the tornadoes. But the worst tornadoes have been south of here, probably. I can't think of any places that would be famous enough that you all would hear of that was real close. Because Joplin is pretty far away. Come on, Tinker. Come on. You can do it. Say hi to the people. Yes. I'm sitting down now. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, you want a kiss? You all got kisses too. Because Tinker loves everybody. You want to know what's weird, Brittany? Is we've been in, like, earthquakes. Okay, Jennifer, thank you for coming by. Have a good day. Right? It's not normal here, but Oklahoma gets a lot of tornadoes. Yeah, they get a lot of tornadoes too, but they get a lot of earthquakes. And I remember, we've been in 2. And I remember the first one, that was real freaky. And then it wasn't very bad, but the second one was really bad. And I was laying in bed, and it was freaky. It'd be probably like you guys getting a tornado. Most bizarre feeling ever. I guess it was like I don't know what you would call it. The actual earthquake was in Oklahoma, but it traveled up here. I don't know what that's called. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I guess they say tornadoes happen everywhere. I just never heard of them happening in California. Trying to situate this. I gotta do my blood sugar, but I don't want you guys to have to see it. Or I guess you, Brittany. I guess you're the only one here. My only true friend. You know, everybody kind of thinks that they happen all the time here. And there's like tornado outbreaks where they're like radar indicated. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like people think. It's not like they drop out of the clouds all the time and all that. But it's kind of like whenever there's bad weather, you know, whenever they put us in a warning or anything, we have weather radios or whatever, and whenever they go off or the tornado sirens go off, which they will be going off here pretty soon, you'll hear them if I'm still alive in 30 minutes, because they go off at noon every day. We just go outside until it gets like too dangerous. There's like, if it gets too windy or if the lightning gets too bad. Like I said, the only time I really got scared was when we had those 80-mile-an-hour winds. Or there was a time when we lived in our other house that we had baseball-sized hail. Now that was scary. Oh my. My blood sugar is on point. I'm going to have to eat, though. And that was weird because when we had that baseball-sized hail, we had storms every night for like, I think 4 or 5 nights. And they weren't bad storms. They were like thunderstorm warning type storms. And that one night we watched the news and they said we were going to get a break from the storms. So we went to bed that night thinking, good, you know, no. I don't mind sleeping through a thunderstorm. It's kind of relaxing to me. But we went to bed and about 10:30 we woke up to, it sounded like we were in a war zone. And I woke up and, you know, you kind of wake up out of dead sleep and you don't know what's going on. And I remember Daniel opening the door and just profanity spewing out. And he said, oh my God, I've never seen, well, that's not exactly what he said, but he said, I've never seen hail like this. And I was standing in our doorway, and we lived in a modular home at the time. And we had windows everywhere. And you could hear it hitting the glass. And I was just waiting for the glass to just, like, explode. And I had to get across the house to get to the girls. And this happened, like, I want to say, like, 5 years ago. So the girls weren't little. And I got the girls, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, we could go hide in the bathroom, and the girls were crying, and I was crying, and I didn't, you know, you could hear the windows breaking, and it was terrifying. And I think that was probably the most terrifying storm I ever went. We had to replace our roof, all of our windows, all of our cars. In fact, Kayla's car, you can still see all the big hail dents in it, because, you know, it's still drivable. It didn't bust out any of the windows in it. And we just fixed the tail lights and stuff and kept driving it. But it was terrifying. I never want to go through anything like that again, ever. And it went on for like 15 minutes. Well, Brittany, I have a very low blood sugar, so I am going to have to go make me some lunch. I don't think you want to see me eat lunch. It did, and it ruined all the crops, too. It happened in August, so it was about, like, harvest time, and you could just see all the crops. It just wiped them out. It turned the roads green from where the wind and the hail just wiped it out. Well, I guess I can take you to the kitchen with me. You're the only one in here, so I guess it don't matter. Does it, Tinker? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I'll strangle you. I'm trying to kill my dog. Alright, well, I'll just go eat and you can go shower. How about that? I don't want you stinking.